Live. Live. And it's live. There we go. Overloaded. It probably works. Let's try it. It's gonna be back. It's gonna be back. And this one's gonna be back. Alright, that's done. Alright, let's set timing. Low. Finish up it. We do have an latency. Like a, we have like a latency of a couple of minutes. It's fine. See, so now we can hear me perfectly. Go to this and switch that to a 6. Good. 12. There we go. Now that works completely. We can start to code. Um, that. No. It's fine. It's like a bookstore in the corner. It's like अब आवाज थोड़ा सा कमी करूंगा for people to join. Starting straight. Alright. And I like a description later. Maybe I'd like a description later. I don't feel like I don't feel like so we switch that so I can see everything. Just close that. So now we check it. Will work. Start. Very sure it will work. Just in case I'm gonna have this open, so I'll have it closed here. Close here. I can check this. Then I'll just open these three. So, just in case you didn't chat, let me know. But let's see. Yep. Just in case. Yeah, it works. Thanks. I'm not sure that. Yeah. So now that works. Um, we can start to implement the MERN stack, ladies and gentlemen. Let's, let's begin. So the first thing that we want to do, I have the notes ready here. You can't see it, don't worry about it. I'll probably find a way to share it like this. Like most people are not going to see it like this. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Anyways, let's begin with the mod stack so we can create a website for ourselves. Also, we dropped like 26 frames left for. Anyways, let's start. Stream. Let's begin. So let's go ahead. Where's my mouse? Let's put you here. Close that. Close that as well. There's nobody in chat right now. Nobody's gonna chat right now. Everyone is doing whatever they want. Yeah. So let's close that as well. Close that and that. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is like go to your desktop or something. So I'm going here. Go to your desktop and you can just create it anywhere. I don't really care. Just like create it anywhere. So I'm just going to create a folder, or I'm just going to call it master ops. There you go. Right. And once now you create this folder named master ops, what you want to do is you want to drag it. So drag it. So you can't see the folder, but you can see that it has changed slightly. What you want to do is drop it here. So let the changes take place, and now you can see it says master ops. That's name. That's the name of our the name of our application. There we go. Now, there we go. Now, what you want to do first is you want to create two folders. So I'm going to go ahead with client. Okay, and then you want to create a server folder. So go here. Wait. And then you want to create a server folder. Make sure they are not into each other. They are completely different. Then go ahead and do control backtick to open a terminal. Make sure you have npm installed. npm is no package. Okay. Let that run right now. There we go. And now you can just put npm create white at the latest, and make sure you put a period after that. So the period, one second. Okay, one second. Stuff should have the camera here, maybe here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so go over here and put npm at the rate white at the rate latest dot period. Go ahead and wait one second, one second. Before you do that, go ahead and cd the client first, and then go ahead and go for npm create provide @latest, put a period after that. So now you can go ahead and enter that. Oh, yes. Okay, there's a problem with this node. I'll have to sort that out first. Go ahead and go to name. Then what sort of problem we have? The L. Oh, okay, okay. Got it. Then this one define version CLS exit. Okay, 1 second. Why is this not working? Yeah. Oh, package manager is installed. Okay, just a little more. It's fine. It just means we will have to get node again. Which is fine. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so apparently, okay, control backtick, control backtick. Until that works. CD files, yes, it's not done. File location. Okay, so it is here. So it is here. It just means a bit more work, nothing much. It is very bad. Let's go ahead and go R C S Y S dm.cpl. Yeah, that works. Variables, go to system variables, go to path, find the path for ourselves. In case we don't have a path, we'll have to make one. Yeah, we'll have to make one. So let's call it path. Edit. Okay. Now it should work. Otherwise, I'll just close the start it again. Yeah, yes. Okay. Oh, one second, one second, one second. One second. Folder. Yes. Yes. Okay. My mistake. I have it here. It's very weird because I have it exactly where I want it to be. This is okay. 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 Got it. Got it. I understand my mistake now. Here, environment variables, paths, heading, okay, done. Let's go ahead and clear that. Make a new one. I'm gonna ignore that. Add here. Still doesn't work. I'm just gonna close this for a second. So you open it. Okay, now it works. It works completely. Uh, so now, we are back. CD into client. Go for npm 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 create white latest period. All of the dependencies, everything will be created here itself. Go ahead, create that. So now it's going to take a second and it's going to install itself. Uh, I think because I'm streaming it's taking up longer than okay, yeah, it's dependencies. Let's go ahead and proceed. So it's going to keep loading. Let's go ahead and take React, playing with JavaScript. Npm install, and then after that is finished, let's go ahead and create that. So that's running now. Okay, let it run. After that, we're going to go ahead and initialize. So all that is initialized. We're going to do npm run dev to run the developer side operations. And once that is done, we will have a local host on port 5173. And then we can go ahead and set up the front end folders. Work perfectly. But yeah, other than that it should be completely fine. Like it takes a bit of time to get all the dependencies and everything. But once it's done, pretty good. Yeah. So, it's gonna run for some time. So normally the size of your application doesn't even matter. It's not really a big of a deal. You can like post it on GitHub, and it's under like a couple of MBs, like 4 to 5 MBs. But like the dependencies and the client side like folders and everything, that takes a bit of time. So that's the only concern that you kind of have. But it's completely fine. So once that goes ahead, we can set up the front end folders and then we can start to work with React.dom. So what the React.dom does is it creates routes, and the routes can help us to connect different pages throughout the client side. After that is done, we can go ahead and initialize the front end forms. So we can have mainly a single page. We might have to go for 2 pages first. So register and login, and once that is done, we can get the rest of the uh, text. So we'll have Express. We're going to use nodemon.env for the client for the server side first, and then later we're going to have bcrypt, JToken, cookie parser, etc. So it works perfectly. It is taking a long time though, which is kind of bad, and it does, but like you can see each and every thing that's working. So right now the server folder is completely empty because I have not initialized it. It's not even we don't even need it right now as such. That is done, and go ahead npm run dev to run the initialization to get the local port on 5173. So let's go ahead and run that. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So yeah, so that is what that looks like. It's gonna initialize itself, it's gonna load itself. So that's going to stay. Let's go ahead and yeah, it's gonna take some time because I'm streaming as well. Yeah, so that is what that looks like. So, and also you should have this installed. So this is called React Developer Tools. You should have this installed. So it's working right now. So you go ahead, press Control I. Oh, Control Shift I. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and go for Control Shift I. And now you should see here we have network. We have network. That's what performance application. Yeah, there we go. So that is the application itself. After we use cookie parser, we're going to have some cookies here, which are going to help us a lot. So right now we have this going on. Okay, fantastic. So once that is done, let's go ahead and close it for now. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to delete all of this and then I'm going to create my own SRC folder. So let's go ahead, go back to the Web Studio, Visual Studio, and now we have to create the front end folders. So let's go ahead and close. Okay, so node modules, public, dot white, src. We are only going to be using some of these. As for the ESLink we don't really need it right now. I might use it later for Tailwind CSS. So let's keep it as it is. But we are more than ready to play with the main folders. So let's go ahead and create some folders. So we already have source. We already have source. We already have node modules, which is fine. We need it there later. Yeah, just keep it as it is. As for public, I don't really see any reason not to have it. You can have your logo there later on. As for the SRC, I'll have a couple of pages there as well. So let's go ahead and create those. So in SRC, you will have your assets, but you will also have components. Uh, refresh that. You will also have data, and you will have what's that? And you will also have pages. I'm going to tell you how each of these work one by one as we go along. As for now, just create the folders and forget about it until we come back to it. Perfect. So let's go ahead and create a new folder in client itself and name this context. There we go. Okay. And now we can go ahead and start to create the main front end application that we require. Let's go ahead. Disconnect from my headphones because they are controlling. Because they are low on battery. Have they worked? There we go. Uh, take that off right there. How it works. I think we will be hear me anyways. Not any background noises. There are a lot of them. Uh, yeah. It's going to app.jsx. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this off. So take all of this off. There we go. And there we go. So now what I'm going to do is go here. I'm going to go into SRC and do pages. Okay. Then we can go into app.jsx, and that's where we start to implement almost everything. So let's go ahead. Get that here. We're going to keep this as it is, and this one as well, but we are going to rewrite the entire function. We are also going to take this part out because we don't need it. And the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is okay, so let's keep this as it is, go 3 lines down, and start from the third line actually. So go ahead and start from the third line and create a function app. Uh, and we're going to go ahead and go to return, and now we're going to go ahead and get the rest of our uh, terms. First, I'm going to have user context provider. Okay, so user context provider, we have it here. Next, we're going to use a toaster. We're going to give it some features. So we're going to have one second. Position is equal to bottom right. Have those options. That's the other thing that we need. We're going to have each of these coming on later as we go along. We don't need to worry about it a lot. We're just initializing them right now, and playing with them later. The next thing that I'm gonna go for is routes, routes, however you want to call them. So we're gonna have mainly 3 to 4 routes. The first is dashboard, the second is login page. I'll go ahead and create a blank one. This is the main page, the home page that you want. Let's go ahead and create a self-closing tag. I haven't created a self-closing tag. So let's go ahead and create that. No, 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 no. Okay. Let's go ahead and create the self-closing tag after that. So that is done. We can go ahead and close it. Okay. That is done. And then let's copy this entire thing. 3 more times. And this will be the register page. This would be the login, uh, and this will be the dashboard. We can change it later on. For now, it's easier as it is. So go ahead and create that. Let's go ahead and create that. Right now, we're just going to initialize almost everything, and then we're going to come back to it later. Also, I forgot both of them, which is very important. Go ahead and create that. Okay. So once that is created, okay. So the way that React kind of works, it is that it initializes all elements of the website in different pages, and then we can get those pages in the main app file. So here we are going to have a lot of import features and everything later on. So for now, what we need to do is we need to go back to SRC, go to pages, okay, and let's go ahead and create the register page first. So the register page right here that I have is going to use a lot. It's going to use a lot of different forms and everything. Also, the fact that each and every single element has different uses to it, so it's going to be that way. Also, let's go ahead and stop that. बाबा थोड़ा सा हळू बोला ना बॉस. Let's go ahead and cd into client. I'm also gonna just get all the dependencies right now because that is just how I work. CD server, CD client, CD server. So once we get here, we can use npm install React router DOM. We can also take Axios. Yeah, we just need those. Let's go ahead and get these. For now, we can close the app.jsx and save it. Make sure you save it. And until that works, you can go into CD server and we can do npm init. So let's go ahead and initialize that. After that works, we can take the rest of the thing. Anyways, we can go ahead and do enter. Yes. Okay. Once we have that, we can do CLS. We are still in the server. So now we can take Express. We can take NodeMon as well. We can take .env, which is going to help us create environmental variables. So we can store all of our secret keys and everything there. And finally we have course. So course is going to help us like connect like different parts of the elements together. If you don't have course, it's going to give you a course error, which is like a security issue. So you should definitely have it. Then let's go ahead and get that. Also, once that works, we're gonna go into server folder in index.js and we're gonna write a few lines of code directly into the package.json. So package.json is like a receipt of every single thing that you have added directly into your React application. So once that works, we can go ahead and set up the index. So let's take it here, create as it is. Okay, create as it is. We can close this for now. Go to server. Go here. Okay. Go to. Oh, one second. We haven't done. We haven't done. Don't we have index.json right now? I think we have it. One second. So I did change some forms of machines and stuff. So I'm not really sure anymore. But I'm very sure we have it. In case we don't, we'll just create it. It's just a bit of more work. It's not big. So 830 is update. Yeah, we don't have it. Fine. It's not a big deal. We just need to do a little bit of more work. Okay, so first let's go into, yeah, we will have to first create the index.js file. So for that you're going to have a const for express. So you're going to require const express here. You don't necessarily have to close these, but I just do because it's a good practice. It's not necessary, but I just do it. So we're gonna have the .env. So require .env .config. So you can configure this later whenever you want. We're also gonna have the. We're also gonna have cost. So it require costs. There we go. And we're gonna have mongoose, which we don't have yet. I'm gonna have it later. So I'm just gonna add mongoose. Don't even think about opening the app.use. Okay, right. Okay. This is where you use costs. Okay. This is where you use costs. And go ahead and click on. Okay. And here we're gonna have importing routes or routes. We're gonna have auth routes. We're gonna create all of these files later on. So you don't even have to worry about it. You're just gonna have all of these coming on later. So it's fine. We have user routes. Oh, sorry. Coded way too much. I've coded this way many times. Okay. We have like a database connection. Oh, we dropped a lot of frames. I think it would be working if I had the TV on, but it's fine. It works perfectly now. Where was I? Where were we? Yeah, we're dropping a lot of frames. It's fine, but we can. It starts recording itself later on. Anyways, we're gonna have mongoose dot connect dot connect. It's all gonna start working once we have the requirements and accessories and stuff. I haven't even created the modules file. Okay, we're gonna have an error function. So we're gonna have a point there. We're gonna have a message connected, and we can have a catch exception error. So go ahead and put a catch. Go ahead and control backtick. Create an error function again, and go to console.log. Let's go ahead and database not connected. There we go. And that is an error. So we have to treat it like an error. Yeah, that is the error. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to create the middleware. So I'm going to set up the middleware here. Also, all of these codes are available on my GitHub, so you don't even have to type this all line by line. I'm just doing it because it's practice now. So JSON. My app is going to use cookie parser. There we go. Oh, don't want to add. We don't want to add anything that can give us an error, and then we'll have to like search for it later. Because that okay. Don't unsubscribe. Funny. Funny that is an actual thing that we use sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna have to constantly look at this because it's completely bad. Okay, let's go ahead and falsify that. Close them. Okay. And now we can go ahead to the root setup. So the root setup is gonna okay. So we had roots. We are gonna have roots later in a bit. I'm just gonna set up the index file and then the package.json. Then we can start to control the roots, like the front end forms and everything. It will be fantastic. The reason why I'm not going into front end forms right now is because it's a lot of code that I'm not really willing to do one by one. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. Okay, let's go ahead and get this done with. So we're gonna have app.use, and finally we're gonna have a listening port. So we're gonna have a starting the server, and const port 8000. This is very important because without this you cannot listen to the port, which sucks. I know, but it is the way it is. We're also gonna have another error function which gives us that is gonna keep happening. It's not my fault. .js. There we go. So that is package.json done for now. We can close that. We can close server. We can go here and we can start to work on the forms. That's what we need. That is exactly what we need. Okay. Data. Okay. Okay. Let's go into home. Pages. Alright, I didn't create the pages. Okay, fine. Let's create a home dot JSX. Ouch. Let's just create a here for now. We don't even need anything like that. We just need to create the following pages first. I'm gonna have a dashboard.jsx, and we're gonna have a register.jsx. I might remove the register later on, but for now it's fine. Then I'll just also go back to SRC, go to assets, okay, go into components. Okay, fine. Let's close this for now. There are a couple of things that I want. So first thing I want is a form.jsx. I also want a header.jsx, an appbar.jsx, and I want a line. Okay, let's go here into an appbar.jsx, and I'm just going to copy paste the code that I already have. Every single thing. At the same time, stupidity. That's going to be a hit. Copy that off out and paste. There we go. Yeah, that works. That's going to be XRC. Once we create everything, we can customize it later on. So I'm just gonna do that off stream, I think. But right now I am tired. But yeah, this is the nav bar. This is the nav bar.